I think we're at a time period where we just like substance in our life. And it's kind of funny, you also, no, pun intended now, this script of Dracula gives your teeth something to sink into. That's really bad, isn't it? But you know what, this version of Dracula is dark. It's just got a lot of substance, and so we just thought, okay, this one would be something really great to tackle right now. If you ask every producer in America to list their top 10 responsibilities, I bet you they'll all come up with something a little bit different. Because we're in an educational institution, my role of producer is, it's kind of a little bit of everything. To summarize, I would say my responsibility is to put together the team, number one. Two, just to assist the director in following through his vision, however I can do that. The same thing with the designers. To step into rehearsal a few times, give notes, that's number three. To help the marketing, PR, and graphic designer figure out the way to market the show, and just to keep the ship sailing smoothly. So that's 5. Last year, Barry Bell, the director of Dracula, came to me and said, listen, I got this great idea. Would you look at the script? Because there are many, many versions of Dracula out there.
I said, I want to do this. So I kept submitting it to the faculty with a little caveat on the side. I want to direct this one. I want to direct this one. And
so he gave it to me, and I just loved it. So we all talked about it. We thought it would be perfect for the sort of the late October, early November slot.
I guess that was over a year or so ago, so we finally came around to it.
The first thing you do when you're selecting a show is you do not cast it, but you do say, can we cast this show? Do we have actors that are capable of playing these roles? And also, can we build the show? Because it's a very large set. The scenic demands are considerable, costume, lighting, and the special effects, and all that sort of thing. So, can we do it? Can we afford it? And can we cast it? And the answer was yes to all of those. So we said, let's go.
Right now the concept is I'm looking for style over historical accuracy. Okay?
Here's Barry Bell. He's an assistant professor in the Department of Theater. And I have a high level of respect for him because he's worked out there. He's worked TV, he's worked film, and for years and years was artistic director of a regional dinner theater. So he knows how to put shows up, he knows how to train actors, he knows how to coach and nurture them, and I can trust that the product that we get and the experience leading up to it will be a good one.
Sex, blood, violence. I said the other day that I wanted, when the audience leave, I want them to be one of two things, either still scared or horny. One of the two, and I don't know. Both. If we can do both, great.
You're going to be scared that you're so big.
I want you guys to just feel free to go all out, and then we'll rein it back in. I'm trying to push this towards an MTV kind of crowd. The scene changes are going to be very quick. I'm trying to appeal to the students mainly. I don't care, but I'm trying to appeal to the students. The camera's on. I don't direct plays for. I'm appealing to the students. So, at any rate. And this show actually was being used for the designers because it is such a difficult design. And Ron Keller, who's the head of design, found the script and was using it for the designers to design lighting and sets and things for. And we were talking about it, and I happened to be standing in his office one day, and I said, "Oh, a new version of Dracula." And he said, "Yeah, this is really cool." So I said, "Can I borrow it?" And I borrowed it, and I said, "I want to do this." Basically, I think of Dracula as a play of obsession. Dracula is obsessed with power, with staying young, with being in control. He stays young by drinking blood. He's going to be the old Dracula, the old Nosferatu-like, with the long nails, the scraggly hair. And then once he leaves Transylvania and eats all the guys on the ship, comes back, then he's going to go to his gorgeous Frank Langella kind of self. So. And then we'll add our own sick, twisted stuff to it. So it's kind of a cross between a horror movie and a music video. And that's what I'm after. I'm listening no more.
Rats. Rats and more rats. Hundreds, thousands, millions of them. And every one alive.
No!
And cats to eat the rats. And dogs to eat the cats. All filled with luscious red blood. All filled with years and years of life.
And the dogs? What to eat the dogs?
The wolves! All these lives I shall give you from now until time eternal. All these lives and more shall be yours if you fall down and worship me.
I am your servant.
Now, bid me enter.
Enter, my lord and master. Enter! Good. I'm a little tired, but we're coming along great. Yeah, we had a great rehearsal last night, which you got some of. That was a good scene. No comment? You were there.
Trying to get you to talk about it. I don't need to talk about
Oh no! I think they hit. You know, they hit the note for you to use a music phrase last night.
She is the undead, the restless, blood-letting vampire. She has been cursed with immortality and must go on, age after age, preying on the lifeblood of humanity, and multiplying the evils of the world in an ever-widening circle of malevolent destruction. Nosferatu, scourge of Christendom, the lords of music!
Professor, have you gone mad?
Oh, that I had! Madness would be easy to bear compared with a truth such as this. Why, friend, do you think I've taken such time, such care to tell you? Knowing of your love for her, I wish to be gentle. But it is no longer your heart which is at risk, John, but your heart's mission.
If this wild account be so, then we're too late, right? Her soul is already lost.
Lost but for our daring. Following the night of her burial, we will go to her tomb. This in secret to protect her good name and to bring no more of her kind down upon us. And once there, we shall drive a stake through her heart and sever her head from her body. Professor,
I will never consent to that. I will not have her too young grave dishonored in such a way. It's unthinkable that you, a learned man...
No, John, I'll show you the unthinkable. Will you dare join us at her tomb the night of her burial? I will convince you of my plan.